So guys, we are at Santee State Park today in Santee, South Carolina. Beautiful location, as always. A lot of these places are. It's pretty warm today. It's 80 degrees. Actually, I got my... It's 82 degrees. So pretty warm. It's not super humid, which is good. It's very snake friendly. Snake friendly weather. So I've been watching the trail, trying to make sure we don't encounter any of those guys. There's a massive tree fell down. Check that out. And you can see it clear. It went on that side and they cleared the trail with it. That plant was called a red buckeye. I don't know a lot about it, being honest with you, but I know that's what it's called. Maybe it goes by other names, I don't know. I think it's like in some kind of same species or family as like soapberries and cashews and things, but I don't know. Some birdies. Some little birdies. That's something I wish I knew a little bit more about, like birds and things. I don't know what that was on the trail. But we're not going to talk about it because it didn't look good. Yeah, you know, certain birds might be in an area where certain other beneficial plants and things are around. So it's always good to understand like what animals are out and what they like to eat, and things that they eat might be edible for you. I don't know. That's why I need to learn more about it. It's a pretty steep drop off there. Spring and fall are my favorites to hike. In South Carolina, the summers are brutal. So there might not be a lot of hiking videos in the summertime, guys. I'm still gonna try to hike in the summer, but it won't be anything extensive. It's just way too hot and I'm way too out of shape. Man, just look at this trail. It's so awesome. Look how relaxing that looks. Santee State Park has always been kind of like a special place to me. My my parents used to bring us here as a kid. We used to go out on the pier and fish, and didn't always catch a lot, but we had a good time. And I like to hold on to those good memories. The place has changed a lot since I was last here, which has been many years. Sorry, going down in a little dip here. So for those of you guys who are not familiar with walking on trails, you get like blazes, or you get trail markers, and I'm just stopping at this particular one because I want to show you guys. You can probably see behind me here, there's a blue one back there, which is what I'm following. But there's a white trail here that cuts through to the other side if you want to make your trail a little bit shorter. But when you see blazes like this on a tree, it's not somebody who's just gotten carried away with putting tags. Generally what you have here is your main marker, and then you'll have two above it, one side or the other, and that generally means that you have a turn. And then you can see through there you have a white blaze, a white blaze, a white blaze. Back through there will blaze, trail markers, whatever. This right here would be like a blaze, and that would be like a trail marker. So, but that's the weight, and I'm not going that way. I'm gonna continue on the blue trail and the bicycle trail. Did I ever tell you guys about sweet gum balls? Oh my god, I hate those things. Oh man. Little baby pine cones. So anytime you're out on a hiking trail, and it's pretty extensive, and you don't think there's going to be any rest areas or whatever, definitely bring yourself some TP. Bring yourself some TP and bring yourself a little shovel so you can dig yourself a cat hole, because you definitely don't want to be wiping your booty with a darn pine cone. Okay, we're at another junction. See behind me, you can see the blue trail, and there's a red trail. Red and red. So I've been cruising pretty good. Trekking pole's still in my hand. Haven't been filming as much because I need to get to a stopping point to where I can charge up my camera. So the next stop on this trail is supposed to be like a little picnic area or something. So when I get there, I'll grab some water, maybe grab a snack bar or something, and charge my camera. But it's been an awesome trail. I had a couple jump scares. It turned out to be skinks. So if you guys don't know what skinks are, they're like real thick lizards. They, on their back, they look exactly like a snake on their backs, until you see them running, and then you see they got legs and stuff. But I jabbed my trekking pole into the trail, and real close, like off trail, there was a skink, and it started slithering, running away, and I thought it was an actual snake. And that happened a couple times on this section of trail. So gave me a little bit of a startle. I'm not really scared of snakes. I don't like being surprised by them at all. If I can see them at a distance, then I'm okay with it. But if one's like 1.5 feet from me or something, and I look like I'm nearly about to step on it, and it slithers off real fast, no thank you. No thank you. But yeah, all in all, it's been a pretty flat trail for the most part. I've just pretty much been using the trekking poles to kind of pace myself, and there are some inclines and some dips, but they're very, very gradual. That tree looks like it's going to come down any minute. Look at that. It is chewed up. And it's leaning pretty hard. That's probably going to break pretty soon. And just look at this trail. I mean, it's wide. The slopes are gradual. But like I said, I use the trekking poles because it's been kind of slippery in places. And while there's a lot of people here at Santee State Park today, there wasn't a lot of people down on this end where I'm at, so I didn't want to have an accident down here and have to crawl back. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. I wanted you guys to see this. It stood out like a sore thumb amongst all this green. Look at that tree. was hiking, I saw that white through the forest, and I thought it was a structure because it was kind of high up. It was bright white. So I was like, man, I got up to the shelter area pretty quick. But when I came around that corner, I saw the flowers. That's pretty cool. I don't care what you say. I think it's cool. Well, this kind of stinks. Here's my trekking poles, and I lost my mud guards that thread on. I've been fighting them a lot, like rethreading them on there and stuff, and I don't know if the tolerances are too big or what, but like I kept having to stop and tighten them, stop and tighten them, stop and tighten them. And I don't know, I don't remember them being that way before, but I assume that they've gotten loose. Maybe it's the heat or something, I don't know. But I've lost both of them completely. They've both fallen off. So and in case you're wondering why I was using mud guards or whatever for such a dry terrain, I used those things, the mud guards, because if you ever take a straight trekking pole and jam it in between two rocks that you don't see, like, so there's a lot of pine needles and stuff back here. So if you have rocks and you jam your trekking pole in between two of them and you go forward, you risk breaking the trekking pole. And I've seen a lot of people do that before on trails. So I keep those on there as kind of a protection to keep me from jabbing down too deep. And also if I hit something soft, that doesn't sink my pole down into the mud. But anyways, they're gone now. So if anybody's out here at Santee State Park and you happen to see two little things that look like moons on the trail, please contact me. But this is a good stopping point, and very cool scenery. Okay, the trail behind me is stopped, and I guess the camping area or whatever is inaccessible at this point. I was going to stop there and get something to eat maybe, but the trail makes a hard right in this location, and the blue trail, so that big wide trail that you've been watching. And sorry if I'm so close to the camera, I'm still tethered to the charging cable. This is what the trail looks like now. It's like something out of Grim Stoker's or something. Like, all I need here is a little bit of fog maybe. But it's gotten a lot narrower, more rooty. But I like it. I mean, it's still pretty cool. I just kind of, I don't know what the deal is with the campsite. Okay, I'm going to put the camera back on charge and keep walking this for a little bit more, and if it clears up, if my battery right now is like 40, I guess that's 48 or 46. I don't know, my eyes aren't what they used to be. But I'll try to get it up around 70-80%, and then I can film a little bit more of the trail. For right now, I gotta let it charge up. See you in a bit, buddies. Look how much that tree is flexing right there. A pine tree. A lot of flex. And I saw this when I was walking. That right there my friends, is a geocache. Geocaching is when like people hide messages or trinkets and things within state parks, or not even in state parks. They hide it all over the place. But that's one of them right there. It's like a little find along your trail. So if there's a pin in it, I'll sign it. And then if not, I don't think I have a pen on me. I have it in my get home bag, but not in this hiking bag. So let's see. Almost stepped on that little guy. I don't know if he got run over by a bike or something. This is a bike trail, so I don't know if he got run over by a bike or bird got him or something. Look at this tree bark. This goes up and over like a belt or something. Bird documentary. I haven't been filming much. Again, I haven't been filming much again because I'm trying to let this camera charge up. And trying to pace myself. I think I'm past the halfway point. But I'm trying to get at least a little bit closer back to where the car is before I slow down again. I don't want to be way out here on the far end of this trail and then feel like I have to run back, because this boy ain't a running. Oh man, the trail's a little sandy now. Look at all the pine cones. So one thing that's really cool about this place is it changes so drastically. Like it's just pine cones for days. And then the trail was sandy. And another area I went through, it was a little bit rocky, but not too rocky. It was like more compacted soil. Then it came like kind of a little marshy in a couple places. Got a sign right here. Oh, look at that. Woohoo! 4 miles. 3 more to go. Holy shnikes.
Lost track of the forest through the trees, forgot what I was chasing. Spent so many nights living out at sea that my heart is gone vacant. And everybody who was close to me all stayed on dry land. So now I'm driving back on Interstate West, I just gotta feel something. Not gonna wait till the morning, because something's gonna change my mind. I don't wanna change my mind. Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Oh, come on, turn your hate unapologetic text, he says to come over. Well, the whole damn town has been waiting for the day when you would come back here. There was dancing and talking and steaks on the grill, and I think that I will be alright. And my ex from high school still looks just the same as she did back in 2009. Not gonna wait till the morning. Let's never put the night on ice. Never put the night on ice. Oh, I wanna sit right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Oh, come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies to friends, and your minutes into hours. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life, for the good life. And they all said I was crazy for leaving my money, but it never made me happy or loud. Life is just too short to never do what you want to. What do you want to do? Oh, I wanna sit right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Oh, come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies to friends, and your minutes into hours. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life, for the good life.
Alright guys, I hate to end the video this way. As you can see, the sun is going down. I made a rookie mistake. What I did was I took my little camera that I use when I'm filming on the trail, and there's a little button on there that you push it one time and it goes to photographs, and you push it one more time and you go to video. And I pushed it one too many times and I toggled myself onto photography. And so when I was coming off the trail, I was like, oh yes, I finally made it off the trail. I had this this moment, you know, seeing the parking lot and how excited I was. And I thought I had all this cinematic stuff filmed where I was throwing my gear back in the car. I got something to eat real quick and I filmed this like cinematic like drive away. You know, you can see the park in the rear view mirror, the sun kind of getting low, and there was some color shift in the sky, and there was still that storm cloud that was out there in Santee. But yeah, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. I just like I said, I made a silly mistake, and so I'm filming it now. Guys, thank you so much, so much for subscribing to the channel. I believe the current count is 1,020 community members. I like to say community members because I feel like what we are here is a community, you know, whether it be people who are hiking or people who are into survival or preparedness or whatever. We're all in the same kind of niche together. Man, that sun is getting really bright, isn't it? Like this, like I like that. So thank you so much, guys. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do this without you. I do have a pretty full plate, so you know, please bear with me if I'm a little bit slow getting videos out. Like I said before, I'm a one-man show, so I work a full-time job. I come home and I work on my garden. I go hiking for my own exercise and my own personal enjoyment, and to share that experience with you guys as well. And I do my own prepping and all that kind of stuff as well. So there's a lot when you're a single person and you're trying to do all that stuff by yourself. There's a lot of stuff a lot of balls to juggle, I guess. So thank you so much for bearing with me as I go through all of this and bring you guys along. I think that's all I have for right now. So guys, until next time, please be safe, and I'll see you on the next video.
What do you want to do?